Hey everybody, we're so excited to share the wonderful news with you that Astaire Dance Studios Wellington is reopening as of today. But our number one priority, of course, is the safety of our staff and you, our students. We just want to get you familiar with a couple of new guidelines, policies that we have here in the studio to ensure you guys a wonderful and safe time dancing with us. First of all, we changed our lesson times to a 1 hour block instead of just 45 minutes. That will allow us for one person that has just taken their lesson to leave while the other person can come in, and we're using these 15 minutes time to clean all the touch points. So that way less people are in the studio and we have that break in between to really make sure we can sanitize everything. We're also doing a temperature check from our staff when they come into the studio to work, as well as from all of our clients to make sure that there's no high temperature, no fevers. We also ask the students to sanitize their hands with the instructor together. That way both people are seeing that you took in the measures to use the hand sanitizer. And like I just mentioned before, after the lesson, we make sure to use those 15 minutes time in between to wipe down all the touch points. Of course, as well, we are asking everybody to wear a face mask when you're coming in. That way you both are going to feel protected while you're dancing. So you see we have plenty of space. We spaced out our 2 tables right here. We normally will only have 1 private lesson going on at the same time, maximum 2. If we do have 2, what we will do is we will separate the dance floor with a rope, and even the 2 tables here up front are spaced out with a 6 feet difference. These are the only 2 spots where we will have the students come in to put their shoes on and to change. That way we limit the surfaces that will be touched. So there will be no changing inside the ballroom, just over here. And that way we guarantee you guys that there are less surfaces being touched, so on, so on. All right, so when you're coming in, the door will be locked. We're gonna allow you 5 minutes before your lesson time to come in. And we also make sure that if there was a lesson before you guys, that that already has left. That way we limit the exposure for everybody. And then when it's time, we are able to let you come in. Hello, hello. And of course, we're wearing our face mask. Now, before we start, as we said, we have our temperature check. And she's already sanitizing her hands. We have 2 right here up front. And then we have our fancy weep. And it's green. We are good to go. And then without really touching anything on our front desk, we have our 2 tables right here where you can sit down and get your dance shoes on and get ready for your lesson. All right, so now unfortunately we're not going to be offering any kind of refreshments like we normally do, just because we want to limit everything that's being touched by everybody. So feel free to bring your own water that you can leave at the front. But if you do get Thursday, you can use our water fountains, but please before use the hand sanitizer that we have provided here for you. You can just spray on your hands, wipe it, and then you're able to touch and have the water. All right, and we are equipped with a lot of disinfecting wipes. So those 15 minutes in between lessons allows the instructor to go and wash their hands for the student to leave and allow us to clean all touch points. Obviously, we're mainly using our music, so we'll be wiping down our music station as well as our counter right here where most of our students and staff are. The other touch point, very important, is obviously where you guys were sitting. So we're going to make sure this is another touch point. We'll make sure that we are wiping everything here, as well as we will wipe all the chairs on here. Then we're asking you to maybe not touch everything here on the front desk, but of course if we did, then we're gonna wipe that down. But also here our door handles for you guys, this one as well as the outside one. Then we will lock it again to make sure the student has left. Now, we're not going to necessarily have somebody at the front desk. If you need help with scheduling, we can do that over the phone. We can help you, as well as any kind of payments that you need to do. We'll do that over the phone so that we don't use the credit card machine, just to really narrow it down to less surfaces and less things that people need to touch, as well as we do want to give the instructor the 15 minutes time in between to take care of the sanitizing, the wiping down the surfaces that we've used, as well as to give them the time to wash their hands and take a little breather in between after the face mask. So we're just super excited to see you back dancing. I hope that little tour helped you guys to understand that we really take it seriously, that we want to make sure that you're safe, as well as our staff here, and we wish you happy dancing. Hope we get to see you soon.